What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. In this one, we are doing a time to climb challenge in the Mirage 2000. Starting here in Mount Pleasant, 244 feet elevation. We need to climb to 30,244 feet, i.e. 30,000 feet higher than we currently are. And we are then going to come back and land in the reciprocal runway heading, and we're going to do this as quickly as we possibly can. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I just came across a video by cgaviator. If you don't know who that is, that's ex-RAF fastjet guy who does some pretty cool Microsoft Flight Simulator videos. He did this challenge in the Microsoft Flight Simulator Typhoon, and he did it in 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Now, I don't really like Microsoft Flight Simulator for its flight dynamics, as you all know, so we have DCS here, and we are going to try and beat cgaviator, or see how close we can get. Now, unfortunately, the closest aircraft we have, the Typhoon, in DCS is the Mirage 2000, and a lot of you will rightly point out that this thing isn't quite as fast or as capable or as powerful as the Typhoon, and that is very true. I don't think this thing is going to come close, and for two reasons. One, because I just think the actual Typhoon is just faster, but also because unlike Microsoft Flight Simulator, where flight dynamics are sort of like borderline extremely unrealistic or just maybe very unrealistic, in DCS we're quite, pretty much as close to reality as we can get, really. So what we can't do, which is what cgaviator did in his video, is like an S-turn to try and come into land. I'll show you that right now. Hope Chris doesn't mind that I'm showing this to you just as a reference point for the video. Unfortunately, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, flight dynamics are a little bit broken, so you can do this quick S-turn and go from 1.3 Mach down to landing speed almost immediately. We can't do that in DCS. That's going to be the most challenging part of this whole thing. Getting up to altitude isn't particularly challenging, but timing the turn at the top, the reversal to come back down, and then bleeding the energy to come in for landing as quickly as we possibly can, that is the real challenge. So that's what we're going to do in the Mirage 2000. Now, we've got 2 minutes and 23 seconds to beat, or at least to try and get close to. If we fail, I am going to do another video with something faster, something that I believe is a little bit more capable, i.e. a MiG-29. But without further ado, let's get into it, see how close we can get. We have 2 good engine starts. You're clear to disconnect the headset. We'll see you on the left with the pin. Thanks a lot. Alright, so we can't stand the throttle up until we start timing. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, timing. Max power. Here we go. Alright, we're going to do a low transition. Airspeed's alive. Pulling back now. Here's coming up. And we're going to keep it super low level. Get every bit of that ground effect working for us. We need every bit of help we can get. We're going to keep it super low level. Super low level, super low level, super low level, super low level. Here we are. There's a VOR station coming up ahead, so we're just going to make a slight right turn just to avoid it. Here we are. Coming back to the left now, runway heading at least 500 knots. Here we go, pulling up. Now, cgaviator did it 80 degrees nose up. We're going to go a little bit less because I think the Mirage runs out of puff. In fact, I don't think he even accelerated to 500 knots. I think he did around about 450 or so, but I can tell you from experience that just ain't gonna work with the Mirage. We've got 50% fuel, which is apparently the challenge says that you need at least 50%. So we've got 50% fuel. Here we are. There's Mount Pleasant behind us, and how are we looking on the timer? Just past a minute, minute and 5. Okay, now as soon as we go to 28,000 feet, we're gonna roll inverted, and we're gonna get ourselves ready. Coming back down. Alright, here comes 28,000 feet, and 29,000. Right, we don't want to overshoot too much now. Looking for 3,200. There we go, 3,400. We just overshot it by 200 and something feet. Right, coming back down. Now, this was the easy part. Now, here comes the hard part, which is actually bleeding the energy off for landing. So let's see if we can do that. We're going to line ourselves up with the runway center line here. Max burner still, absolutely max burner. Beautiful view. I don't actually like this map at all. I don't want to badmouth it too much, but this is easily the worst map for me in DCS. I pretty much never use it. But anyway, I digress. Here we go. Still max burner, still max burner. Okay, coming out of burner, full brakes. Full speed brake and brake. Pulling back hard now. Energy management is crucial. Looking where the runway is. Alright. Get rid of the speed brake. So you don't want to slow down too much either. You want to maximize. Here we go. Right, back in the speed brake. 250 knots. Gears coming down. Approach mode. Right, let's get it slowed down as quickly as we possibly can. Here we are. Still idle thrust. Still idle thrust. Still idle thrust. Perfect. Come on, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Here we go. And chutes coming out. Full brakes. Full brakes. Alright. Get ready to... Come on, stop, 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 stop. And there we are. We got 2 minutes 55 seconds, which is 32 seconds slower than cgaviator in the Typhoon in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, I think this is due to the fact that partly the Mirage 2000 is just a slower jet compared to the Typhoon, but also partly due to the fact that we're dealing with realistic flight dynamics here in DCS compared to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And although the Mirage 2000 bleeds energy like there's no tomorrow, we're still within the bounds of the laws of physics here compared to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and therefore this is the time we get. Now, I'd be very curious to see what the actual Typhoon time would be once we get it in DCS as well. But in my next video, I think I'll spice it up a bit. I'll choose a proper speed machine, such as the MiG-29, and we'll see if we can beat that time. If you guys think there's another jet that can do it better, then please let me know. I'm sure the F-16 is almost certainly going to come up in the comments. Unfortunately, I don't fly it in DCS, but if somebody wants to repeat this very thing and see if they can do it faster than 255, I'd be very curious to find out if you can do it. And having said that, I hope you guys have enjoyed that video. If you have, please make sure to smash the living daylight out of the like button, subscribe for future videos, and hopefully I shall catch you in the next one. Adios.